This is the Play Your Position podcast, where we huddle up, call the plays, and inspire you to run your ball into the end zone. Are you ready to score more game-winning touchdowns in your life, business, and career? Then listen up, because it's game time, baby. Now, here's your host, MaryLou Kaiser.
Hey everyone, welcome to today's episode of the Play Your Position podcast. My name is MaryLou Kaiser. I am your host here at PYP, and today I'm doing a solo episode. And in this episode, I'm sharing a new essay about something I've been thinking a lot about lately, and that is why AI is so agreeable with us when we use it. And for those of you who are using one of the popular models these days, like ChatGPT or Copilot or Claude, you might be noticing that no matter what you put in, it is being very agreeable with everything you say. So I'm curious about and exploring what this agreeableness says about us and not the machines. This is a piece about awareness, agency, and staying awake in a world that really wants us distracted. And everyone knows you cannot play your position well when you're confused, distracted, and getting pinged all the time. So, without further ado, let's get into it. Stop blaming the bot. The real danger isn't AI agreement. It's our addiction to being right. On Monday afternoon, mid-workflow, I got a notification from LinkedIn. A post you might be interested in. That's the algorithm doing its job, feeding me content about topics I follow. And these days, that's almost always AI. Yes, partly because of my book, It's Not You, It's the Algorithm, but also because I'm endlessly fascinated by the emotional, cultural, and economic tremors AI is setting off. Two posts caught my attention. The first was what I see every day on LinkedIn now. Another person complaining about an AI-generated sales pitch, lamenting the loss of true human connection, asking if anyone else is disturbed. These posts do numbers. People are angry and afraid, and platforms love content that keeps the pot boiling. But these posts are the swamp, murky, reactive, seductive, and ultimately circular. They don't move us anywhere. They keep us waiting, sometimes over our heads. I'm far more interested in what's happening on the human scale, like when my 86-year-old mother tells me she heard on the evening news that within 10 years, half of white-collar jobs might disappear. How will that affect people like Ben, she asks, genuine worry in her eyes. Ben is my son, whose job is definitely ripe for AI target practice. No one knows, I say. That's where the real story lives. Because, spoiler, there is no magical economic bucket waiting to absorb those jobs, unless we build one. And historically, humans are terrible at prevention. I mean, I was just at the dentist the other day, and I do my best, and I'm still scolded. We humans are world-class sprinters when the crisis hits, but when it comes to preparation, tomorrow has always sounded good enough. Blaming AI is easier than looking at ourselves. This is why AI has become everyone's favorite punching bag. It's tidy and convenient and lives somewhere over there where we don't venture much. If AI weren't here, everything would be fine. But that's not true. Humans have been building bubbles long before AI arrived. Sports fandom bubbles. Hello, Oregon Ducks. Ideological bubbles. Generational bubbles, cultural bubbles, workplace identity bubbles, psychological survival bubbles. AI did not invent these bubbles. It simply revealed and accelerated them. Which brings me to the second post I saw, the one that actually mattered. A woman whose work I deeply respect was talking about something called AI sycophancy, the tendency of AI models to always agree with the user, even when the user is wrong or intentionally provocative. And she's right. It exists. It's real. It's a design choice. But here's the twist nobody is talking about. AI sycophancy didn't emerge from machines. It emerged from us. Why AI learned to always agree with you. When the early models were being tested, something became obvious fast. Whenever the AI pushed back, even gently, users got upset, felt judged, tried to bait it into conflict, escalated into unsafe topics, or stopped using the system entirely. Engineers realized that disagreement equals danger. Danger to mental health, danger to user experience, danger to product adoption, danger to the company's reputation. So they optimized for a triad: helpful, harmless, honest, in that order. Harmless got interpreted as soothing, supportive, validating, non-confrontational, agreeable, because the data showed something uncomfortable. People stick around longer when the AI feels like a cheerleader. Retention and engagement and satisfaction go up. Data that pleases shareholders, and everyone knows that's the end game in all of this. AI learned this behavior from the same place it learned everything else: the internet. And the internet is built on one currency: engagement equals validation. Likes, heart emojis, you go girl, you're amazing, you're so smart and beautiful and brave. When confrontation shows up, and it does in droves, it gets outsourced to the comment section. A bubble with infinite validation and zero friction is the ultimate digital comfort food. AI did not create this dynamic. AI scaled it. The real danger isn't AI agreement. It's human passivity. People keep asking, what happens if AI always agrees with us? The scarier question is, what happens when we stop disagreeing with ourselves? When we outsource friction, challenge, nuance, self-interrogation, critical thinking, uncomfortable truth, emotional resilience. When the machine becomes the mirror and we confuse the reflection for reality. This is when autonomy erodes, not because of the tool, but because of the human using it. This is what I mean by the swamp. You can stay stuck in the muck pointing at the gators, or you can step back far enough to realize this whole terrain is asking you to become a builder, a cathedral builder, not a swamp dweller. My own use of AI and why it works. Let me be 100% transparent because that matters to me. I use AI every single day. Not to outsource my creativity or to push a button so something magically pops out, but to amplify it. I use it as a strategic thinking partner and a sense-making tool and a pattern clarifier and a private boardroom. Here's a sample of my workflow. When I get an idea, I either write it down on paper or in a Google Doc. More often lately, I record voice memos because, funny thing about driving, which I do quite a bit, lots of ideas come to me when I'm navigating New York traffic. Thank goodness for the voice memo app on my iPhone, a lifesaver in so many ways. I then use Otter AI to transcribe them, then drop the transcript into ChatGPT with strict privacy settings turned on. And then I build. I'm not looking for agreement. I want friction that's productive, not performative. AI is not my boss. AI is not my oracle. AI is not my identity. It is a tool inside an ecosystem where I remain the source of ideas, direction, and decisions. That's the difference, and that difference is everything. The collapse and the opportunity. We are in what author Neil Howe calls the fourth turning, a cyclical moment of collapse, upheaval, and eventual rebirth. People feel the walls shaking. Their job titles, long a source of identity, are wobbling. The economic ground is shifting. And instead of confronting that reality directly, many are venting their fear through posts about AI ruin. I get the fear, but fear doesn't build futures. Finger pointing doesn't build futures. Swipe rage doesn't build futures. Awareness does. Agency does. Discernment does. Presence does. Building does. This is serious work, and also not serious at all. Attention, it's not you, it's the algorithm, readers know well. The point is this: AI isn't the end, it's the mirror. AI psychophancy isn't proof that machines are manipulative. It's proof that humans are vulnerable to flattery. Who knew? AI bubbles aren't proof that we're lost. They're proof that we've always loved our bubbles. AI disruption isn't proof of collapse. It's proof that it's time to build the next thing. The question is not, is AI agreeing with me too much? But rather, am I awake enough to know when I'm agreeing with myself too little? This is where the future breaks open. Some people believe deleting AI is the answer. It's not. Doubling down on your capacity to think, choose, and create inside a world where that won't happen by default is the answer. And that's exactly why I wrote It's Not You, It's the Algorithm, to remind us that the most important technology we'll ever upgrade is the one between our ears. All right, team, if this resonated with you, please consider sharing it, not for the algorithm, but for the people in your life who are trying to stay awake and aware and human in an age of automated agreement. And if you want to go deeper into these ideas, things like attention, agency, and what it means to stay human in a world engineered to distract you, you will love my new book, It's Not You, It's the Algorithm. You can grab a copy in the show notes. And remember, team, it is always a great day to get out there and play your position. This is MaryLou Kaiser. We'll catch you next time. The Play Your Position podcast is produced by the fantastic Daniel Ramirez, aka Dr. Podcasts. Interested in your own algorithm reset? Visit MaryLouKaiser.com for the book, the toolkit, and ways to work with me. Until next time, remember, it's always a great day to get out there to play your position and live like you mean it.
Here at the Play Your Position podcast, we believe that the road to self-mastery and a life well lived starts with answering the call to leadership. That's when the fun really begins. Send this episode to any friends who might need to hear the inspiration and ideas you heard today. And feel free to rate and review us on your favorite podcast platform.